Hey guys, Dr. Cycle, UroCoach. This is part 2 of testosterone replacement therapy in women. Stay tuned. Hey guys, Dr. Cycle, UroCoach. So this is part 2 of testosterone replacement therapy in women. If you haven't already, please check out our first video, but I'm going to get right back into it, picking up where we left off, okay? So one of the other things that's really important to mention with testosterone replacement therapy in women is monitoring, okay? If somebody gives you testosterone replacement therapy, they shouldn't just be checking your testosterone level going forward. So as mentioned, they should check it frequently, but also they should be checking your free testosterone, something called SHBG, which is sex hormone binding globulin. It's a protein that binds testosterone in your body, and other blood work parameters that can get affected by testosterone, specifically your complete blood count, your lipid profile, your liver panel, okay? So there should be a whole battery of blood work that's done if you get on testosterone replacement therapy, and if your practitioner is not giving you prescriptions to get this blood work done, make sure to ask them about it. Also, besides blood work, there are other things that should be monitored. So as we mentioned before, there are potential side effects from overshooting testosterone replacement therapy in women. So specifically developing male-like characteristics. So if you get on testosterone replacement therapy and you notice increased hair growth, you notice deepening of your voice, you notice big mood swings, then you want to talk to your practitioner about saying, hey, listen, should I get my testosterone checked? Because I think we might have overshot on this. Finally, because we don't know the long-term risks of testosterone replacement therapy in women, it's very important that you continue to get breast imaging to make sure that there's no changes on your mammogram when you go on testosterone replacement therapy. Also, it's worth talking about what are some individuals that are postmenopausal that should not consider testosterone replacement therapy, okay? So individuals that have endometrial cancer, which is uterine cancer, any hormone-sensitive breast cancer, okay? Individuals with liver disease, and individuals with cardiovascular risk. Remember, we don't know the long-term side effects of testosterone replacement therapy. The women that fall into these categories should avoid testosterone replacement therapy. The next question is, what are the different administration types or formulations for testosterone replacement therapy in women? Now, if you think about men, there are tons of different ways to administer testosterone. There's pills, there's actually testosterone deodorants, there's nasal sprays, there's injections, there's transdermal patches, there's compounded testosterone, there's pellets that are put underneath the skin. In women, typically the way that we administer testosterone is via a patch, the transdermal, meaning a patch or a gel that's put on the skin that women absorb and get the testosterone replacement therapy. What's important to know is because we don't have long-term data for the safety of different formulations of testosterone, certain ones should be avoided with the limited data that we have. For instance, oral testosterone in women can sometimes increase their lipids in an unsafe way, so that should be avoided. Compounded testosterone and pellet forms of testosterone should be avoided because it's easier to overshoot the dosage of testosterone in these individuals. Also, it's important to know that the same thing goes for women as men in regard to transference of testosterone. What does transference mean? It means that if you are administered a gel or patch of testosterone and that area of skin is exposed to somebody else, they can get exposed to the testosterone that you have been administered. And the same side effects that I mentioned before can happen to them if you have skin-to-skin contact. So certainly if you're administered testosterone in a gel form on your skin, make sure to avoid contact with other individuals, or that you can transfer the testosterone dosage to them. Anyway, guys, I hope that's helpful to you in rounding out the conversation on testosterone replacement therapy in women. Please like, subscribe, comment. We want to hear what you guys want to hear us talk about. Thanks again.